Hey everyone, Tom Hegna here. I got asked a question about my position on cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. And what's interesting is I gave a post, I put up a post on my social media about a week and a half ago, saying that for 18 months or almost 2 years, I've been an advocate of putting 1% of your portfolio into Bitcoin. And people said, oh, his Facebook account got hacked, his social media got hacked. This is not Tom Hegna, because I speak about guarantees all the time. But, if you read any of my books, if you listen to what I say, I've never once said put all of your money into guaranteed products. I've never said that. You need to have at least enough guaranteed income to cover basic living expenses. You need to have adequate life insurance. I also, put more cash into life insurance so that I can get tax-free withdrawals in retirement. So I'm all about guarantees. And I would probably say, 65 to 70% of my net worth is in guaranteed products. That's how important it is. But you also need to have some exposure to real estate and to stocks, and now I'm even saying to cryptocurrencies. Now, the problem is people go overboard on crypto and they try to put all their money in there. Don't do that, okay? Cryptocurrency is very volatile. And just so you know, I was a total non-believer of Bitcoin. I mean, think about it. It has no value. It's really nothing, right? Well, the more I studied it, and I watched a guy in CNBC once who laid out a very credible case, believable to me, a non-believer of crypto, that these things, that Bitcoin could be worth $500,000 or $1 million at some point. And I said, wow. And he said he just thinks billionaires or millionaires are going to put 1% of their portfolio in there. And so I said, well, 1%? I can afford 1%. My account goes up and down more than 1% every single day almost. So I wouldn't even notice if 1% of my portfolio went down to zero. But if that 1% went up to be worth $500,000 or $1 million per Bitcoin, that could be a lot of money. Well, so about 18 months, 2 years ago, I put 1% of my portfolio in there. Well, as you know, Bitcoin has skyrocketed, and that 1% is now like 20-something% of my portfolio. Now I've had people say, well, you should trim that, you should sell it. Well, I will trim it and I will sell it when I think that the run is, has made its run. But I really believe we're in our early stages. I mean, look, now you've got major billionaires. You got Elon Musk, you got Dalio, you got Tesla that put money in there. AAA rated Mass Mutual put $100 million into Bitcoin. So I think what you're going to find is that a lot more people are going to put a little bit of money in there. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't go hog wild. Don't put 10% of your portfolio. Don't put 30% of your portfolio. I'm not saying that. I'm saying 1%. And I'm on the record saying I believe 1% is more prudent and less risky than a 0%. Now, how can I say that? Well, all the people who didn't put any money in Bitcoin, guess what? You've left literally hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table that have gone into my account because I put 1% there. So that's all I'm saying is just be prudent, be reasonable, but I do believe a 1% holding is more prudent than a 0% holding. So that's where I am on Bitcoin. Just a little bit. And you've got time. This thing goes up and down and up and down. So pick your price point that you want to enter and then put 1% in there. I really think if you can commit to that for, the next 3 or 4 or 5 years, you're going to do just fine. I can't tell you that by the end of the year you're going to make money. I can't say that, but I think over the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and what's interesting is I read Ray Dalio's statement because he said, he's been misinterpreted that he's a big Bitcoin bull. And he said, yes, Bitcoin is limited to 21 million Bitcoin. So it can never be higher than that. So supply and demand will take over. But he said also that cryptocurrency is not limited. There could become a better Bitcoin or a better Bitcoin down the future. And he said that's really the risk to Bitcoin. So keep that in mind. Bitcoin isn't the only one. There's XRP, I think Ripple, there's Ethereum. There's a number of them. I would stay away from some of the hocus pocus ones, Dogecoin, which I think really was meant to be called Doggy Coin because there's a dog on it. And, it was meant as a joke. And now people are putting money in there and trying to make money. So just be careful. But, Bitcoin was the first mover. And I don't think a 1% position is too wild or crazy. And I do think it fits in with everything I've ever talked about. All right. Have a great day.